All right. So, the last time you saw me, you may notice that my levels jumped up quite a bit. That's because off camera I was doing some involuntary grinding. And I figured that'd be really boring to watch. So I opted to do a lot of that off camera. Because I figured that wouldn't make very good content in the long term. So I'll just show you what I'm doing and how it works. If you're familiar with the side quests in Chrono Trigger, you'll remember the Geno Dome, where you can get Robo's best weapons. When you first come in here, you fight a series of enemies on this conveyor belt. And they give pretty damn good EXP. In total, when you fight all 5 of these fights, you get over 8,000 EXP for all your characters. So if you want to get to level 99, this is probably the fastest way to do it. Now, besides completion being at level 99, the other benefit to that is I can fight Specchio in his final form. And when you beat Specchio in his final form, you get 10 power tabs, 10 magic tabs, and 10 speed tabs. Very nice if you're into maxing stats as well. And me being the completionist I am interested in that. So I'll put maybe an hour into this and see where it leads us. Leaves us, rather. And you just drop down the chute, rinse and repeat. Of course, when you're in the Geno Dome, Robo has to be up front. Now, as repetitive as this is the fastest way to get to level 99. There's no better way to do it. So, assuming you're not on camera doing this, I recommend you just put on some music or maybe watch TV while you're doing this. Hey, how's it going? It's been a while since I've seen you. I didn't know how long it would be until somebody came in, so I might as well explain to you what I'm doing, which I've said at the beginning of this stream. I'm going on the Genodome conveyor belt over and over and over, because this is the fastest way to gain levels. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? You have a good Christmas? Good. Glad to hear it. Mine went off well without any incidents. I was careful to watch as minimal TV as possible and not listen to the radio. Come on, go. Yeah, I don't have any items to hunt right now. Funny enough, there aren't a lot of items that you can farm from enemies that I would particularly want. Mostly anything I want from enemies, I can steal it from them. I should, but I can't remember. It's tougher with usernames than it was with Facebook. I mean, I'll know your name as soon as you tell me. But if you want to keep it safe or keep it private off of the chat, you can shoot me a message on here, and it'll say, "Oh yeah, that's right." Yeah, there it is. Now I remember. I remember the last name too, but I won't say it. Shh. So you just repeat the conveyor belt over and over and over. It's nice with Magus because they're all robots, and robots hate lightning, so you make short work of it. Alright, you said it anyway. I'll still keep quiet, though. Hey, Oreo, how you doing? I don't know if you just heard what I said, but I'm repeating the conveyor belt on the Genodome because that's the fastest way to gain levels in this game. So now I'm on the side quests, which is really what I wanted the whole time. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I mean, robots hate lightning. Makes sense. You feed lightning to a motherboard, it's gonna fucking fry it. You may notice, Oreo, the last time I was live with this, I did a lot of the grinding off camera, because I figured that would be way too boring to watch. So I got a chunk of it done off camera. Nothing different in the game has changed. I haven't done any of the other side quests. I've just been here the whole time on this conveyor belt. And I don't know if you follow me on Facebook, but I just posted on my Facebook page, my Game Master Chaz Facebook page. I just got an Apple II GS computer for Christmas. I asked for it, of course. And what else am I doing with that other than playing games? Nothing. It's for playing games. Got it all set up on a desk in my dining room over there. I should make a quick video out of it. Yeah, take care of yourself. Stay safe down in Australia, okay? Good talking to you. Always good to see you. Always. Oh, yeah. And after I pump some time into this, I'm not gonna finish the Genodome because I want to keep it open so I can come back to this belt and just keep grinding away. Because once you finish the Genodome, as you probably already know, it closes off for good. You can't go back in. Oh, good, good. Glad you saw that, Daniel. It does need some retro bright, but other than that, it works fantastic. It's in great shape. You just rinse and repeat. Gonna step outside real quick and restore my HP and MP. Robo and Chrono are level 68, so... So Oreo, if you're still here, I was thinking about doing this for maybe another 50 minutes, which is or less than an hour, so 3:30 my time, and it's 2:40 now my time, so in case this gets boring for you and you want to come back later, I'll understand. Because after I put that time into it, I'll stop what I'm doing here and I'll just go hit the side quests. Because like I said earlier, I want to keep this dome open by not completing it. No, not at this point, no. But I'm gonna do this for another 45 minutes, and then I'll go finish the other side quests. I do at some point want to hit level 99 because once I think it's level 99, I'll be able to fight Specchio's final form, and when I beat him in his final form, I'll get 10 of each stat tabs. That'll help me max out the stats faster. I don't have to do that, I just want to. I mean, I can already make mincemeat out of Lavos right now if I wanted. I'm just being a perfectionist per my norm. Wonder what the stats look like right now. I just noticed there's a speck on my TV. That's gonna drive me nuts. Got it. By the way, I do have everyone's single text now. I just have to arrange the party so that everyone gets all their doubles and triples. I think you get like 144 tech points when you finish the conveyor belt. I almost want it to be 3:30 so I don't have to keep doing this. But if I keep at it, it'll pay off for me. Just have to be vigilant. Now I can go for a drink. Burp. There it is. The obligatory burp in every one of my streams. How you doing there, Oreo? You doing okay? Fuzzy on my tongue. Oh yeah, that's what I figured you were doing. Yo, you keep saying Hades. It reminds me of Diablo. I gotta stream Diablo sometime, the original. Oh, nice. Max level stats and all that fun stuff. Best equipment, all the side quests. Yeah, he's down to... Yeah, one MP, yeah. Oh, alright, yeah, fair enough. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I gotta watch all the endings on my part again. My favorite is the default reunion. It's so satisfying. I don't know what I'm going on to just yet next, but I know at some point I do need to stream Diablo. Maybe it's time. However, I am in the Blazing Chrome Discord, and one of the world record holders, actually I think the record holder, says, "Hey, when are you going to run that game again?" I don't know if you've ever heard of Blazing Chrome. It's a run and gun that was released in 2019. It's done in old school 2D style, like Contra or Metal Slug. Well, if you like run and guns, that's a real good one to play. Of course, there's Contra, the classic Contra franchise, 1, 2, and 3, Contra Hardcore, the Metal Slug series, Gunstar Heroes. Those are all run and gun. So if you like any of those, Blazing Chrome is one more awesome run and gun to play. Yeah, Blazing Chrome was greatly inspired by mainly Metal Slug 2 and Contra Hardcore. And Blazing Chrome is no exception to the run and gun's natural high difficulty. Yeah, they're very fast, they're intense, and they can be pretty messy. Because there's a lot to focus on all at once. Because all it is you and your gun, and you have this plethora of enemies coming at you. Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. I haven't forgotten about you. I still have your message. By the way, did you decide what you were going to play or stream next? I was rooting for Breath of Fire 3, but you had one other game. Oh yeah, Suikoden 2. Did you decide between those two yet? Yeah, better you than me, that. Better you than me. I couldn't stick with FF Tactics. Alright. Let me know if you decide on a date on when you're going to run Breath of Fire 3. I'd love to tune in. I don't know how well you know the game, but I know it pretty well, so if you want, I can point you to when a secret opens if you want it. MS Saga? No, even I haven't heard of that. I love streaming obscure stuff, but the problem is nobody comes in to watch it because they're not looking for it. That's right, you said you couldn't beat Miria. Ugh. Yeah, she's a pain in the ass when you're not strong enough. There are definitely speedrun strategies for beating her very quickly. I myself don't know them, but they are there. Neatly enough, I think after you beat her, you save the game and make it clear data. You can talk to a guy who's fishing on the harbor near Junktown, and he'll give you the best rod and bait, which is Master Rod and Ding Frog. I think he'll give you those items after you beat Miria. Part of the main walkthrough? I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. If Terranigma counts, I know a lot of folks had trouble with Bloody Mary. As far as optional bosses are concerned, one I had trouble with was Raghu from Wild Arms 2, because beating him was fairly RNG dependent, fairly luck dependent. Hardest final I ever fought? That's a good question. Well, I'm running the games in my head from what I played, from what I remember. One I recall having a hard time with was Sephiroth at the end of FF7, but that's only because I didn't know better at the time. I wasn't well educated on how the game worked, so I didn't know all the tips and tricks for beating him quickly. At the time, he was the most difficult for me. One really tough final boss, which is actually kind of optional, is Indalicio with his limiter turned off in Star Ocean's second story. under normal gameplay, you fight him with the limiter on, which makes him much more tolerable, but if the limiter is turned off, he is the hardest boss in the game, period. Let's see, I'm still thinking it over in my head. Hardest final from what everything I've played. Of course, I have to assume that I'm not maxed out at level 99 because that's something I always do. Even with the final boss in Dragon Warrior 7, that is Dragon Quest 7 on PlayStation 1. By the time I fought him, all my characters were level 99 and they all knew Sword Dance. Yeah, I remember beating him. I remember finishing Breath of Fire 2. I don't remember how tough that final boss was. The Super NES version of that is pretty gruesome, though. The encounter rate is high, and the escape success rate is pretty low. Somehow I got through it. Now see, I hadn't played that one, so I can't relate. But I'll take your word for it. Oh, alright. Yeah, the Kefka Tower can be, in Final Fantasy VI, can be pretty unforgiving if you don't know what you're doing. But even then, with some trial and error, you can still manage it. Looking around my shelf here, seeing if anything occurs to me or comes to mind. And I can say, oh, wait, that boss I fought, he was tough. Yeah, I remember how powerful Kefka was in his final form. That fucking Fallen One attack, drop everyone's HP to 1. Rendering Atma Weapon with Offering useless. I don't really watch any kind of anime, so it won't click on me probably. I'm having a hard time remembering who my hardest final boss fight was. Because by now, with the way I play RPGs, I find the best spot to max out my characters, and then I fight the final boss, which obviously is not what the devs intended for you to do, but that's just how I do it. Wait a minute, I've just remembered. Mother from Phantasy Star 2 on Sega Genesis Mega Drive. Game soundtracks. I got plenty of them at home. I got plenty of them myself. I listen to them in the car on my way to work. Oh, military, huh? Alright. Come home safe. But yeah, Mother from Phantasy Star 2 was just fucking brutal. Worst part being is when you use an attack against her, you know how you normally, in most RPGs, you cannot see how much HP an enemy has, let alone bosses? Ah, Marine, alright. In Phantasy Star 2, when you fight Mother, you cannot see how much damage you're doing when you use an attack. So you don't even know if that attack is working or not. Every RPG I've played has a damage counter of some kind. When you fight Mother in Phantasy Star 2, you can't see the counter. It's gone. I know, it's fucking bullshit. Phantasy Star 2 is just so goddamn brutal. It's absurd. In all fairness, it was absolutely groundbreaking when it first came out in 1989. It was the biggest RPG on a console ever released, using 6 megs of memory to fit the whole game in there. Had a more intricate plot with cutscenes, and it was one of the earliest games that I could think of, at least in the RPG category, that killed off a major character. Like, they literally died. If there's one Phantasy Star game that you should play as far as the classic entries are concerned, it's 4. Phantasy Star 4 is the fucking tits. That is an awesome JRPG on Genesis Mega Drive. That's the one I recommend the most. Fun to play, respectful of your time, moves quickly. Still challenging, but not a grind fest. And man, that gritty heavy metal and synthesis sound out of the Genesis, love that soundtrack. Yep, Shining Force 2 is the other one I recommend highly, as far as the RPG category is concerned in that library. The original Shining Force is pretty good, but 2 is everything but better, in my personal opinion. And as you might expect out of me, I was one of those nutcases that pushed all my characters to level 40 before promotion, and then promoted them. They go back to level 1 and then push them up to 99. So essentially all my character stats are off the charts. Like, they're all question marks. Because the game can't read, the game won't show a stat counter above 99. If it's above 99, it just goes into question marks. So even my wizard characters are smacking for like 130 points of damage, which is a lot of damage for Shining Force 2. I do not have a PS4. I don't invest in the new consoles like I used to. I mainly just rebuild my PC now. Mainly for political reasons, because way too many games are being sold as licenses and not actual games. And what I want to buy a game, not a license. I want to own it. I want to own a game, not a license. Nice. It is nice that those games have been re-released a lot. You can get them on many different platforms now. Shining in the Darkness was another one I liked. Although that's more of a dungeon crawler RPG. A little bit on the grindy side. Not bad. Not terrible. Still, a solid game nonetheless. Yeah, I actually played Azure Dreams for a bit, and I could not get into that one. Tried it. Didn't get into it. I don't know if the fun factor kicks in later and I just had to be a little bit patient, but I ran out of patience. I think I gave it maybe an hour and stopped. Just wasn't clicking with me. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm just sorry I can't say the same. Oh well, at least I tried. Yeah, it's very much true. I will make exceptions for the classic older games like Doom, Hexen, Heretic, and Shadow Warrior because I like level progression in those games. Not to mention that they had consistent level layouts and there were also secrets for you to find. If you find any of those secrets, there are usually cool items and weapons in those areas. Plus, there's occasional puzzle solving with finding the right key to open the door to make progress. Whereas something like Call of Duty was just, just rack up your kill count. See, the one thing I look for first and foremost, gameplay. Gameplay. And for me, story is second because story is the icing on the cake for me. The controls are a big factor too. Even if the gameplay is good, if it controls like shit, it's a moot point. Character development isn't something I particularly prioritize because I'm not so much one for stories in games, really. Because I'd rather focus on how it plays, the fun factor, of the playability, and the replay value. I'm with you on that, because it's fun if you can enjoy a game so much that you can play it over and over. I haven't played that one, but I am familiar with it. Funny enough, there's even an Apple II version of that I'm hoping to find because I got myself an Apple II GS computer for Christmas. I posted a picture of it on my Facebook page. So I made the agreement I was going to stop doing that around 3:30, so now I'm playing the side quests. That's a good factor. Shuffle things around, make it random every time you play. Yeah, I just remember that Diablo did get a PS1 port, but it's the only proper way to play that is on PC. I mean, considering what they had to work with, I think the PS1 version probably turned out as good as it could have. But one fatal flaw that kept me from playing it on PS1, when you start a new game with your same character file, if you have any unique equipment, you lose that unique equipment. The PC version doesn't do that. So if by blind luck you actually find the grandfather sword, it's not going to carry over to your next game. You will lose it. And once I found that out, fortunately the easy way, I said, you know what? Nope. Not playing this on PS1. Why that would happen, I don't know. And I don't want to hear that it was some kind of memory limitation issue, because as far as I'm concerned, that's bullshit. You either make it work, or don't make it happen at all. The PC version didn't do that. The PS1 version should not have. Oh, come on, don't do that. Oh, I killed him anyway, that's fine. I don't remember telling him to attack the center. Over 65 million years, huh? Well, good thing we have a time machine. This is the first one I'm actually doing. I did not finish the Genodome side quest because once you finish that, the Genodome closes off for good, and I want to keep it open so I can keep hitting that conveyor belt, because that's the fastest way to gain levels. So this is the first side quest I'm actually going to complete. No, we're not going to go to 2300, Robo. We're going to go to 1000. Oh, I know that, but I want to anyway, because I'm a completionist. I'm one of those nutcases. Level 99, maximum stats, best equipment. I'm also one of those nut jobs that maxed out all my stats in Final Fantasy VII, where all 8 characters had 255 of every stat. They also all 8 characters had a set of Master Magic, Master Command, and Master Summon Materia. Because I was that determined. I did it on stream too. No, can't say I have. I'm still relatively new to this, to Twitch streaming, so while there are a few names I've heard, I'm sure there are many more that I have not heard, and that's one of them. Now, I'll give it to you. And now the mayor's gonna be nice. Fair enough. Again, that's a completionist thing. You have to want to do that. You have to have the ambition, and you either have that or you don't. If you don't, that's fine. I don't fault you for it. If you do, then it's your prerogative. I think what drives me to want to do that is my interest in squeezing every ounce of play value I can get out of a game before I'm done with it for good. Ah, Luffy in the Fortress of Doom, nice. That is not easy if you play that on the regular standard, on a fresh vanilla game. It's a lot nicer on retry mode because you get 4 times the EXP and money, but on a plain vanilla new game, oh. God, Rise of the Sinistrals, yeah, so all 10 Iris treasures, including the slime, best equipment you can get out of the ancient cave, everyone's level 99, all the capsule monsters are level 99, they are all in their master monster form, and per extra, max out stats by farming stat boosting potions. As well as beating the egg dragon, and getting all the dragon's wishes. And that side quest is done. I've done that at least once, maybe twice with Luffy too. Well, I go for all of them, if I can help it, but the one you want the most is the slime itself. Because then you can access the room behind the desk, which you can collect a light jewel, a dragon ring, and a brill helm, if I remember correctly. Oh, the safe helm. I always get the safe helm. Yeah, the swallow, forget it. Don't even bother collecting that. Because by the time I'm done with this, I'll have the rainbow. I'm just going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. I'm going to activate both these side quests. He was drinking beer in the original Japanese version, but no, you can't have alcohol in a Nintendo game. Fucking stupid censor bullshit. Like I'm going to get so offended that somebody's getting drunk. Yep. I never have. I probably could get through it, even though I don't read Japanese. Oh, nice. Lucky you. Very handy. Why not? How about a little overkill? Well, I don't like anything censored, so... Yeah, there's no fucking reason to censor games. There's no good reason for it. All you're gonna do is piss people off. Not to mention with the information highway that we live in now. If a game gets censored, we're gonna find out about it. We're gonna get pissed. We're gonna demand that the original product be restored intact. Even before it came out in the States, people learned about a censored scene in Xenoblade Chronicles X. And people fucking flipped the lid over it. Yeah, parents getting worried about their kids getting corrupted. Like, don't suck as a parent. Do a better job. Don't ruin my fucking fun because you don't want your kid to get corrupted. Crock of shit. I actually did see that scene in Pokemon where that red and white flash that gave a lot of kids seizures. Oh, alright. Well, fair. Well, I did see that scene anyway, so I get what you mean, because if I'm not mistaken, that was a banned episode, because, like, a bunch of kids just, like, practically dropped dead in front of the TV because they got epileptic. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking there. Oh my god. Now that I want to see. That sounds funny. That sounds very funny. I would not take offense to that. Because you know how ridiculous James and Jesse are. Because kids aren't going to find out what breasts are. Hello, were they not breastfed? Nothing offensive about breasts. I want to see that. That sounds friggin' hilarious. James wearing fake boobs. To denounce the evil. To extend our reach to the stars above. Good parenting. Way to go, dude. I mean, I just love those characters for how fucking ridiculous they are. Oh my god, you didn't repair these holes. Fucking jerk. There was even a reference to breastfeeding in Chrono Trigger in the Japanese version that got cut here. I don't know where that would have been referenced, but yeah. I mean, that alone, that I do find offensive that they would cut that, because there's nothing obscene about breastfeeding. Frankly, if you're offended by breastfeeding, you're a fucking idiot. No, I will not take out the contents, because I'm going to upgrade those items. Yeah, good for her. And you. Sounds like you're doing a good job. Nice work. Oh, I see. Fascinating. You know what? That sounds familiar. I think you mentioned that once. Oh, for crying out loud. This fucking enemy. The one that survived. Well, I don't know how well the others is going to work, so I'll just hit it with Fire 2 again. Yeah, that's got to be heartbreaking for someone who wants to have children. Though, frankly, if you ask me, you did a fine service adopting a child. Because you rescued that child from a foster system. That's incredibly commendable. Yeah, this talk sounds familiar now. I think you were talking about this. One got away again. Another one survived. I don't think any other element works against these guys, so I'm just going to use Fire 2 again. That's why I like Magus with me, because I have access to most of, if not all, the elements. And this is what I find annoying about this side quest, having to go back and forth. Good news is now, pretty much all of the enemies are wiped out. There aren't going to be any more. Right. It's worth it. Now I just got to swap in Frog. that'll finish this side quest. Right, which by consequence is Frog's best weapon. And what makes this so unfortunate is that the full-powered Masamune doesn't carry over to New Game Plus. So every time you want Frog's best weapon, you have to complete this side quest, which you cannot get to until late near-end game. You can give him the Brave Sword, which will put his attack power up to 207 when his power stat is maxed out. That's commendable enough, it's just not optimal. Here, when optimized, his attack power is going to read 243. I don't think his power stat's maxed out yet. But we'll check, just out of curiosity's sake. Yeah, they do. That was also something that was planned for Breath of Fire 3, where every character would have their own theme as well. Ree, or Ray, depending on how you say that, who's the Tiger Thief, he was allegedly supposed to have a theme of his own that did not get used. Yeah, so power 92. Okay, so it's not maxed out yet. There is an unused song in the game's code that sounds like it would have been used for Ray's theme. And this makes sense. Oh yeah, he's an excellent character for the party. The fastest, he's the only character immediately that can steal items, which, if you're a farmer like me, becomes very important. Oh, that's cool. They all have pretty good personalities in Breath of Fire 3, I think. Of course, Rue has no voice because you're supposed to be the main character. Burp. And now that's leveled up. Oh, neat. Okay. That's a better weapon for Chrono. Is there any special stats to that weapon? Ooh, 4 times damage at critical. Rebecca Elizabeth. Those are very pretty names. Yeah, until I get the rainbow. Now I gotta go back to 600 AD and collect all that shit again. This is why I like this side quest the least. It's a lot of running back and forth. Who do I want to give that to? I'll give it to Robo for now. Okay, have a good one. Thanks for coming in and chatting. I really appreciate it. I gotta get looking at your videos, too. I gotta get on that. But yeah, have a good one and take care. Until next time. Ooh, sounds fun. I'm doing it. Sayonara. Yeah? What's that? If it's a link, it won't work in the comments. But if you want to send me a message here, that will work. Okay, I see the link. I can't click on it from here, though, but I will look at that. I got it, though. It went through. Howdy, Ozzy. This part always cracks me up. I love how they slow down the music. Like, were we gonna fight? What happened? Why would I grab that chest knowing full well you have a trap that's activated? Didn't do much to me. They seem to like going after Chrono. And this side quest is done. I think dark matter will actually work against these guys. Let's try it. Yeah, it does work. That reminds me, I still have to get the other rocks. I love if you run up to him fast enough, you can just watch him wiggle his nose for a couple seconds. That's the end of that. Aren't you pleasant? Well, let's see. Who do I need in the party? So, Chrono, Marley, Frog? Gonna say, you gonna ring that bell or what? Cool, that hurt. Alright, I think that's everything. Nice. It's funny how Yaku's descendant wants revenge, yet we killed his ancestor, so technically he shouldn't exist. Really? I can't run away from these ridiculously easy enemies. Sometimes they just don't let you have anything. Of fucking course. All right. GG indeed. And that's everything I would give Chrono. Attack power and defense are maxed out. They will not go higher than that. I still need to max out his magic, which will take quite some time still. I can make it go faster as soon as I can hit level 99 from hitting that Genodome belt. So for now, I'm going to set myself up in front of that, work on it later, probably off camera. And that will be it for the time being. That'll be it for the night. First, I'll stop at the end of time and grab myself a full recovery. Yep, Specchio still has that same form. And he's probably not going to be in his ultimate form until I reach level 99, so... set him up like this. Coming along, though. Coming along nicely. And that will be it for the night. And so thanks to Oreo and Terror of Death for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming back in, and I will see you all soon, per the norm. Take care now.